Good morning and welcome to day 22 of Ralston's big adventure. So we are about to head to the diner, which was closed yesterday. We're gonna get breakfast. I'm feeling a lot better today, but I'm just gonna take today and spend it in Hot Springs. And I'm just trying to replenish my calories that I didn't get yesterday. So we're gonna have a big breakfast at the diner. I've already had an egg sandwich and some coffee. I'm going with White Rabbit, chili dog, Silky, and 6. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna hang out here. I got a hotel room, just a private room, just so I can reboot and start the trip to Irwin. So it's like 70 miles from here to Irwin. There's no stops in between, so yeah, just trying to figure myself out after 275 miles and getting sick and all those things. So yeah, it's a very frustrating process, but this is through hiking. This is, what you signed up for. You're gonna have unexpected things that happen, and you've got to figure it out and readjust and adapt. And so that's what I'm having to do today. So stay tuned. All right, so just got done eating and going to the dollar store to get some new supplies. And I've had to change up kind of my lunch plans. So I'm having to do, I'm tired of the tuna, and I don't think the pepperoni is like keeping well. So I'm really having to change that up. But anyway, but it was so funny today at the diner. All of a sudden I hear, "Hey, Ralston," and I look over, and it's two of like my really good friends from Nashville, who I go to church with and was in a Bible study with. But Will and Caroline Drury. It was just like the most wild thing running into them. But yeah, it was so fun seeing them, because it's always fun seeing familiar faces, but like it's such a nice surprise to see friends where you least expect it. I don't know. But it was just great running into them, and just very thankful for their friendship, and really, really good to see them. But yeah, that's how my morning's been so far. I'm about to go check into my room at the lodge and just sit and rest and recuperate and recover. I'm feeling a lot better today, but definitely still need to take today and just relax, so I can be good to go tomorrow. I think I scouted it out tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a 19-mile day tomorrow. So I want to be prepared, as prepared as I can for that, because that's gonna be a pretty big haul. But yeah, just planning on resting and recuperating today. All right, it's time for a hostel tour, since I haven't done one yet. All right, so here's the door. Go in. Got the bathrooms, coffee, kitchen area. All that food's donation, so it's all for hikers. We've got all the private rooms, semi-private rooms, all the loaner clothes. That's where I got my Sesame Street shirt, and then the 2 bunk rooms in the back. So this is my bunk, and then here's the rest of the bunk room, and then the back door that goes out to the rest of the hostel lawn area. So I'm staying in the lodge tonight, and it's super freaking nice. I got a big bed over there, my own bathroom. Yeah, I kind of feel weird about this, I'm not gonna lie. But it is nice to have a little bit of luxury. Especially after 275 miles. And again, I got sick and just was feeling just awful. So it's nice to kind of have this extra day and then this super nice room to really relax and recover. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be really good for me. I think I'll be able to start really strong tomorrow. But also, one thing I wanted to mention too is it's just kind of funny, like, learning about the history of the Appalachian Trail. It's like, I think this is kind of what it was supposed to be. Like, it was supposed to be this kind of like luxurious walk through the woods. Like, you would go from kind of mountain town to mountain town. And it wasn't just like this haul up and down mountains. Like, it was really originally supposed to be like a really luxurious walk through the woods. So, this is all part of the Appalachian Trail experience, though. Like, I mean, it's just as much staying in hostels and hotels as it is staying in shelters and camping and all those things. Like, you're experiencing every bit of what this part of the country has to offer, which I think is just so fascinating. And it's funny, like, I didn't grow up very far from hot springs, but it's just so interesting, like, how different and amazing this little town is from like where I grew up. And it's like probably less than 150 miles away. So yeah, I don't know, like the Appalachian Trail just, it amazes you around every single corner, which I think is just one of the greatest parts of it, is just how different it is everywhere you go, and how just, just the people you meet. I mean, I talk about this a lot, but yeah, the people you meet, the places you go, I mean, it's really cool. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to do it yourself, but it just is a neat, hard, but really neat experience. Also, I think I finally figured out what was wrong with my heel. So let me just show you again in case I haven't shown you earlier. So it's not as bad as it has been before, but you can kind of see that there's like a bump right here. I think I finally figured that out. So I researched it, and I think it's this thing called Haglund's deformity or pump bump. I don't think it has anything to do with tendonitis or anything crazy, but it's just like some sort of deformity that's caused by like your shoes, or just it's just a mixture of like your shoes and just how you're working out your heel, that constant kind of motion, especially when you're climbing. You're really stretching out your Achilles, and so I mean, I think treatments are like ibuprofen, icing, all the normal things I'm doing. But from what it said on the internet, I mean, if any of you guys out there are like, Austin, that's actually really bad, like, it's not, I don't take this lightly, let me know. But I really think that it's okay, because it was just saying, icing, ibuprofen, all those things, plus, and I got new heel inserts in my shoes, so I shouldn't be stretching it out as much on climbs, so I should be good to go. But luckily it's not like some sort of tendonitis, or my Achilles heel isn't about to like rupture or anything like that. It was just kind of like a really kind of weird thing that happened, which is good. So again, like, updates on my feet and my heels, that's I think what's going on. So yeah, nothing crazy, nothing wild, just some weird random thing that isn't a big deal. All right, so I'm here at the Iron Horse Station restaurant, about to eat dinner, just waiting on a table. But I don't know, I just was looking at all these trees and thinking about all the all the plants I've tried to describe. And if you ever hear me talk about any sort of plant or animal, like, I'm pretty good on animals, but if we're like birds, like, just know that I'm probably talking out my butt. Like, I really don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to those things. So, because I think I kept calling them hemlocks in the Smokies, and I don't think they're hemlock pines, but yeah, just know that I really don't know what I'm talking about. So just ignore, fact check, or do whatever you want to do, but more than likely I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, just finished up with dinner. Had a big old cheeseburger from the Iron Horse Station, which was really, really good. Finally, I feel like I got my appetite back, which is really nice, especially because yesterday I just felt like absolute garbage. But feeling really good about my hike tomorrow. Hoping to do 20 miles into, I think it's the Laurel something shelter. But hoping to make it to Irwin in about 4 days. So I'm looking at doing like a 19, or really 19, 20, 14, and another 20, and then I think like a 17 in Irwin. So got a pretty big next couple of days, but I think it's very doable. And now that I have my appetite back and feel a lot stronger, I'm feeling pretty confident about it. These 2 days in Hot Springs were definitely worth it. It is 9:51, which means it is way past my bedtime. But I had a pretty good day today. I woke up pretty late, and I'm just chilled all day, so I'm not super tired. But probably gonna head to bed here pretty soon. I'm really excited about tomorrow. I think taking these 2 days off was really worth it, and I think it'll give me a really big boost of energy for the next couple of days. But got some hard miles to do, but I think some really pretty views the next couple of days, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, definitely these 2 days of rest were totally worth it. But yeah, it's this experience. I'm only on day 22, but man, alive, it has rocked my world in the best ways and the worst ways in every way possible. I wouldn't trade anything, but you just have to get out here to experience all that the trail throws at you. It'll give you some of your best experiences, some of your kind of lowest experiences, and everything in between. So, the past couple of days have been hard. Being frustrated about getting kind of sick and not really knowing what the next steps are. But also, I think probably the biggest thing is just remembering why you're out here. Or at least for me, remembering why I'm out here. Everybody has their own reasons. Everybody has their own walk. It's totally cool. But I don't know. Sometimes I think I find myself having a bit of a different reason for being out here than most people. Not to say that that's a bad thing or like a better than thou art thing, but I don't know. Sometimes it can just be difficult to kind of relate and hang out. I'll leave it at that. Because I really like the people out here, but I don't know, it's different. I feel kind of alone at times. A lot more lonely than I thought I would be. But that's okay. That's all part of it. It's all part of the whole idea of overcoming and the challenge and, seeing what I'm made of. So, yeah, it's a very interesting journey, but I'm very happy to be out here. I really am. I think it's tested me. I think it's already really grown me. I think I've already changed in a lot of really, really good ways. Not that I was needed changing, but just that growth, I think, has been so important for my own development going forward. So, yeah. I think you just learn to have a lot of compassion for people, a lot of grace for yourself as well. As you learn about people's walks and you learn about why they're out here, it really changes the way you think about people, and gives you a more compassionate, gracious heart for, their struggles, their lives, the things that they have going on. But it also helps you have more grace for yourself because, you can only do so much. You can only walk so many miles. Your walk is your own, and you can't change that. You can't force yourself to walk a different walk, So, yeah, the trails just teach me all kinds of things. I know this was long, but yeah, I don't really know how else to say all that, but I wanted you guys to kind of hear that part of the mental battle that, plays out pretty much on a daily basis on trail for me. So yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys, learn at times to be gracious with yourself and become more compassionate towards others in your own lives and in your own ways. I think that's what makes the world a better place. But yeah, anyway, as always, thanks for following. Thanks for your support. It's definitely felt and appreciated. Hey y'all, it's Ralston here, hiking the AT. I'm hiking the AT for several reasons, but one big one is to support the Isaiah 117 house in Blairsville, Georgia. This organization is dedicated to helping foster kids at the moment they're taken out of the home and some of the most traumatic parts of their lives. That's where they seek to intervene, and so they seek to provide a house with food, clothing, foster parents, almost pretty much immediately after they're taken out of the home. So it's a really, really great organization that's dedicated to bettering the lives of children. And I just could not be more appreciative and more excited to support them and of all the work they're doing. So if you'd like to help out and donate, you can visit the link below, and it'll take you to the donation page. But please consider giving a gift to help support Isaiah 117. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, Maverick out.